The East African Revival stands out as one of the most profound and far-reaching spiritual movements to ever sweep across the African continent. Born in the early 1930s within the Church of Uganda, this movement quickly spread to Rwanda, Kenya, Tanzania, and beyond, transforming lives, renewing the church, and deepening the personal faith of countless believers.
It also broke down tribal and political barriers because people went to Rwanda, went to Burundi, where they were spreading revival beyond culture, beyond national boundaries. And so it broke down those tribal and political barriers. As you know, in Uganda, we had so many tribes, 52 tribes. So revival penetrated in every area, and Tanzania and Kenya, and also broke the deep divide between Aberu and the Abaima and the Batusi and so on. It really was a very powerful move. It also broke the divide between male and female. East African revival went through male and female and broke those barriers in the church. So when they got born again, the women, they became on the same level with men. As in many countries, women are not allowed to preach, they are not allowed to read even Bible verses. But East African revival broke those barriers. That's why we have many women preachers, women pastors, women reverends, women archdeacons, because revival broke that barrier. It brought opportunities for women and promoted a radical equality between the clergy and laity, because the gap between the clergy and lay people was also broken. They all went into revival at the same level. You wouldn't come to revival with your office. You came to revival as a sinner, as a repentant sinner. They were all at the same level. And that's why the lay people became the carriers of revival for many, many years. They are the ones who planted churches. They are the ones who gave up their land, gave up their property for the church. So it was a very, very big movement. For example, it led to personal transformation. People were completely transformed as individuals, their character transformed, their mindset transformed, their attitudes transformed, their appetites transformed personally. And then it also brought, of course, community transformation, which was very good. For example, it transformed our area in Western Uganda from illiteracy and backwardness into, because revival was promoting development, was promoting going forward. That is why many people in Western Uganda are very highly educated, because revival opened for education. Anybody who was in revival educated their children, male and female, and then those people transformed the community. But also revival transformed community character, people's behavior, people's character. Like when I was a small boy, if you would lose money, people would pick it and take it to the church, or take it to the police, or take it to the Gombora chief to be announced. But today, if somebody drops money on the ground, people will pick it and they will celebrate that God has blessed them. So the integrity of not knowing this is not mine, this thing belongs to somebody else. This wife is mine. We had, of course, in African culture, we had polygamy, we had endogamy, we had incest. Many, many, many people saw revival broke down the sexual barriers and the polygamy. Many people who had many wives, they chased them away. They remained with one. Sexual morality, which was like a cultural thing, was broken in many, many cultures. drunkardness was completely broken by revival. They actually referred alcohol as a sin. So people who were influenced by revival, they were not drinking alcohol. They were not smoking. They were not fornicating. They were completely changed, because if anybody is in Christ, is a new creation.
The East African Revival, which is commemorated every 10 years, will celebrate 90 years in 2025. This milestone event is scheduled to take place from the 20th to the 24th of August at the convention site in Kabale. Held under the theme, "Let us fix our eyes on Jesus," from Hebrews chapter 12 verse 2, the gathering will once again rekindle the flame that started decades ago and continues to shape the spiritual landscape of East Africa.